guys, welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and in today's video we're going to do another fun unboxing, and the theme of today's unboxing is bakery. So let's get on into it. Okay, so I did a fun unboxing last week. I'm decided, since I haven't purchased anything new from Diamond Art Club in a while, to just kind of unbox some of my stash. I have a really big stash. I've been diamond painting for almost 2 years, and I thought, hey, since this channel's new, we can kind of go through and it'd be fun to see what I have. So last week I did the theme of summer, and I will link that video down below. I thought it was a lot of fun to unbox some of my most summer themed kits. So this week I thought, let's see if I have any diamond paintings related to food. And I must like diamond painting food because I have quite a few diamond paintings that all have to do with food. But while I was looking through all of the ones that I had, I noticed I actually have a lot that are not just food, but bakery themed and perfect bakery themes. So I am going to unbox 4 bakery themed diamond paintings today, 3 of which are Diamond Art Club and one's an Oraloa. So we are going to start with Cupcake Bakery. This is a Diamond Art Club diamond painting by Art Beat Studio. It's 38.6 inches by 27.6 inches, or 98 by 70 centimeters. And I cannot wait to open up this one and look at it. My mom and I actually both bought this diamond painting on its first restock a while back, and she's actually working on this one right now. And it looks really fun from what I've seen of her working on it, and I'm kind of really glad that I have it in my stash. We don't have a ton of kits that we both have the exact same of, but this one is one of the few ones that we do. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of the box since this is the first one we're looking at. This is all of the new packaging. So if you ordered this kit now, this would be the one this is how you would see it. I do have one kit that is the old packaging. We'll talk about that one when we get to that kit. So the artwork for this picture is wrapped all around the box. And then they have a picture of the final artwork on the top and on the end here so that you can stack up your diamond paintings and have a picture of what artwork you have on there. And then on the side, it does tell you all the stats of the diamond painting. The fact that it is square drills, 67 colors, and 4 ABs in this one. So we're gonna open this one up, take a look inside. This is the very first kit I had that had a treasure quest card in it. So treasure quest cards came out about a year ago, and they are a secondary reward system from Diamond Art Club. They look like this, and they come in 4 different levels: bronze, silver, gold, and black. Black being the rarest, bronze being the one you'll get the most of. And fun fact about this kit, so my mom and I both ordered it, so we ordered 2 at the exact same time. And like I said, it was the first kit that I got that had a treasure quest card in it, and I pulled it out and it was gold. And at that time they didn't label the back. Now they will tell you what tier it is on the back. And I pulled it out and I was like, oh, that's pretty, like that looks nice. And I looked it up later and saw, based on the markings, that it was gold, but I didn't get how rare gold cards were at that time. And I had heard, like, oh, if you get like a more expensive kit, you have higher odds. So I was like, oh, yeah, you know, this one was a pretty big kit, one of the ones on the more expensive side. Makes sense that I got a gold card. And then my mom opened up hers and she got a gold card too. So I thought, I honestly thought gold cards were pretty common and not going to be that hard to get. And you guys, I have like 2 gold cards. So I got lucky right out of the gate, but did not fully appreciate this card until much later. But I did get a gold card on this one. So one of my rare gold ones. So I will go through the toolkit on this one. I have another one that's the newer packaging that I'll skip the toolkit on. And then the old one, we'll kind of just do a really quick look at the toolkit just because you can't get it anymore. The new toolkit, however, comes with a twist and pick pen, this is their newish, I mean, they've been out for about a year now, but their upgrade to their pens. These here are, I think this one actually has a plastic tip. They have since upgraded this to a metal tip here, and this one is full of white putty, which they now fill them with clear wax. But what they did is they filled it with a putty, and it is twistable. So you'll twist this here and the putty will come out the top. And then when you need more, you twist it and more comes out. And then you can also refill this. So this was a really cool way of upgrading their pens. It's unlike anything I've seen in any other toolkits, and I think it's really nice. They also have a 4-placer on the bottom of this. They upgraded their trays with these new toolkits, and I love their upgraded trays. Really deep sides, and the grooves really work nice. And then they have the lid and the tray stopper, and these are stackable. Their trays I use every time I diamond paint. A really great new addition to the kit. They also give you a refill of that putty. Not, like I said, now it's clear wax, but back then in these kits, this is the putty. And they do give you a block of the heart-shaped red wax that they used to use. This is what I use when I diamond paint, so I like that they still give it to you. And an extra 7-placer for your pen. And last but not least, a bag of baggies in case you want to store your extra drills or whatever crafty thing you want to do with those. I do love that those are still included. We're going to open up the sticker sheet next and look at the color story of this kit. Put all this to the side. Okay. They give you a 20% off purchase code if you use the app. My suggestion when you're if you're making a purchase from Diamond Art Club, is the first time you do it on the website, because there's plenty of people out there who have codes for like 20 or 15% off, especially on YouTube. And then your second purchase, do that one on the app, and then you can use the 20% off your purchase app code. So it's a little hack to get the best bang for your buck. This is a picture of the artwork. Super fun. This is like my ideal kind of kit. Tons of confetti, tons of detail, tons of fun little things in each section that you're diamond painting at a time. That's so much fun to do. These are the kind of kits I live for. And here is the color story. There are, let's see, 5, 6, wait, anything under 150. So 4 ABs. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there. I do like that now they label them AB, but back then it was anything under the number 150. So 4 ABs. No fairy dust in this kit. I'm not sure if it was charted before fairy dust or if they just felt like it didn't need it, but either way, still have the ABs, which will be fun. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you the drills. I'm not going to pull all the drills out and do like a drill train or anything, but we'll look through them and we'll see if we can see the specials from the side of it here. I'm going to open it the correct way. Okay. Here we go. Open it up, and then I'll pull out the drills. Guys, that is so bright and so fun. Here's a quick look at the drills. I love this color palette. I like looking at the color story, but you never know exactly what the color palette's going to be until you see the quantity of the drills in the bag like this. Okay. The 4 ABs that we are going to look for real fast are a blue, light blue, a white, a yellow, and a pink. So we'll take a quick look and see what we can see. Right off the bat, there's the white AB right here. And AB stands for Aurora Borealis. They are like a coarse glitter on the top of the drills that just makes them stand out from all the drills around them, makes them special. Here is the pink right there. So that's 2. See if we can find the yellow and the blue. There must not be a ton of them because they are not jumping out to me right away. Let's see here. It's hard for me to look and let you guys see. The yellow is right here. It's right next to the pink, so it's kind of hard to see in there. It's hiding a little bit. Not sure if you can really see it. It looks exactly like this, but with the coarse glitter on it. And then the last color we're looking for is blue, and there might not be a ton of it, which is why, yep, it's sandwiched right there. There's a little bit of it peeking out underneath that pink. So there are the 4 ABs that we were looking for. We'll go through the canvas and see where they're charted. But first I'm going to go ahead and fold this backwards so it lies flat. Diamond Art Club uses poured glue on their canvas, which makes it safe to bend backwards like this. It will eventually lie flat on its own, but I am helping it out just so that it will lie flat faster. Lie flat faster for you guys. Sorry, I am struggling today. And we're only on the first kit, so I better pull it together. The good thing about the drills being charted back then when they were under 150 is that they're usually labeled 1 through 4. And that is the case in this picture. So first I'm going to pop up a picture of the whole thing in frame here. So you can see the whole thing because it's pretty big. And then next we're going to just kind of go through and look chunk by chunk here. This is the cutest cupcake bakery I have ever seen. It is so beautiful. The stacks and stacks of sweets and cakes are so much fun. The bright colors, I love the blues, the pinks. Look at the flowers outside the window. The signs are so cute. All of these cupcakes will be so much fun to diamond paint. And then the little Yorkie dog down here. So much fun. Let's see. Pull it down without bopping the camera. I'm learning. All these cakes here, oh my gosh, these are so delicious looking. And then here's the cash register. I love the little donut clock up there in the corner. This is so fun. All these breads here. I love this canvas, and like I said, my mom's working on it right now, which is really kind of got me eager to work on it myself. So let's go through and look at the specials on this one real fast. We're just gonna go chunk by chunk. That seems to be the easiest way I have figured out for me to do this with you guys. So we are just looking for the numbers 1 through 4. And like I said, some of them we're really not gonna see too much of the specials in. My guess is they're really gonna be in like the candies. So number 4 is going to be in the window panes here. That's just white AB. And then number 1, this blue is sprinkled throughout. I'm going to try my best to say it, but don't judge me for butchering it. I think it macarons. Some people say macaroons. Macarons. Don't judge me. So number 1 is sprinkled in the blue right there. I'm not seeing any 2 or 3, which would be 3 is yellow, so I'm trying to see if I see any of that. We'll go up this way next. There's more blue and all this blue icing here. Cute little pops of blue and all of these little cakes here. And let's see. Some white AB throughout this countertop here where the white is, and then there's some more blue AB right there. See where else we can find some. There's not going to be a ton, so I might overlook some of it, and that is going to have to be okay. The specials is the part of the video that I always get a little stressed out on because I feel like I don't do the best job finding them, but sometimes they're just really hard to spot. I was sure I was going to see some specials in this, and there is some blue specials in the icing of this giant cupcake, but I don't see any yellow in the wrapper, which I'm actually really surprised about. Go down this way and see. There's some pink ABs here, which is the number 2, and this little cupcake display. Some more white on the sides here, some more pink on the sides here. More blue here. The blue really seems to be in any area where you do see that blue at. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sprinkled throughout the puppy dog, and 2, so pink and white in the puppy. She's wearing like a little cute little jacket, or like a dress, I guess. It's not that's sprinkled with some specials. There's some here. I think that's in her ball. Just the 2 white spots right there. We're gonna go up this way next. And let's see here. Some green. I think it was yellow, but now I'm thinking it's more of a greenish yellow because it's more being charted in the green than in the yellow. Yeah, it does pull a little green. You're not gonna be able to see it. All I'm gonna do is crinkle it, you guys. It's right here. So it does pull a little green now that I look at it. So it's like a greenish yellow. So I think that's why I didn't see it in the cupcake wrapper. It's going to be more in the green. So it's in this donut here and in this shrub, tree-ish thing. Pink in here. Some pink and white in here. I'm not seeing any in the ceiling. None up here in this sign. None in this light. Well, there's a little bit right there in the light bulb of the white. Little sprinkles of pink throughout these flowers that are here in the window. And some white in the window panes also. White in here in this sign. This sign, the outline here of what is all white, AB. Let's see here. More white around the cake stand, like here. Some pinks throughout the icing of these cakes here, and some blues, the blue AB here and here as well. And then, yeah, like pink and white, just kind of on the bottoms, like what would be the plates that these cakes are sitting on. And one more chunk here. Whites throughout these little price signs and on this clock up here. And as far as specials, I think that's all I see. There's white, like I said, in this clock. I don't see any pink in the clock though. So, all right, that is about all I see on the special drills. This piece is so bright and so happy. This one to me is spring feeling just because of the pink flowers outside the windows and just the bright pops of color. But I feel like when you come to baked goods, you really can just do it any time of year and be happy with it. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys have done this one. It is an older kit. Not super old. I mean, I think it's still available. I don't think it's archived, but it is an older kit. I'm going to put this one away and pull out the next one. One sec. The next kit I'm going to show you actually just restocked on the Diamond Art Club website, and I think it might still even be there. It is called Little Baker by Miss Holly. I love Miss Holly's artwork so much, and this one is one of my top favorites. I actually talked to you guys briefly about this kit in my 7 favorite kits that I own, but I've never unboxed it. I've never even opened it. I'm actually pulling off the wrapping for it right now. Now I open my kits to look at the treasure quest cards, but I used to not open them at all because they didn't come with them, and I had more patience to try to wait and only open them when I was getting ready to work on them. But now that I have this channel, I like to open them to unbox them with you guys. So this has the older box style, but if you were to purchase it now on Diamond Art Club, you would get the new style where the artwork wraps around. This is called Little Baker by Miss Holly. It's also a square kit. It's 39 inches by 27.6 inches or 99 centimeters by 70 centimeters. It's another really big kit. They didn't have the tray insert in these boxes either, so they just kind of stuck them in there before. Uh-oh, my pen. I got a rogue pen. And then I'll just go over a few of the differences between the older kit and the newer kit. The older kit came with a little tiny sticker that you could stick on the end of your box because it doesn't have a picture at the end of the box. So it looks like this. I like these older stickers. I do kind of miss them because I never stuck them on my box. I saved them. And then here's the older toolkit. It is still a bag of baggies. And then you got a smaller pen and a squishy for it. You got a heart-shaped container with your red wax in there. They gave you 2 back then, which was nice. I collect this stuff, so definitely used for me. And then you get a tray, not as nice as the other tray that you get now, but you did get a tray that still did the job and a tray stopper. You got the 4-placer and the 7 multi-placer for your 10. And then all the square kits used to come with a pair of tweezers, which I love these tweezers and I'm thankful for every pair that I have. And then the fun thing in the old kits was you got a washi tape and a cover minder. So I think a little macaron, if I'm saying that right, was appropriate for this one because it's a baking one. Sometimes I feel like they're themed, sometimes I think they're just random. And this is a really cute tape too. So glad to have these. I'm gonna set this aside. So if you get this kit now, you will get a treasure quest card for it. I did not, which always makes me a little sad because I love those dang treasure quest cards, but I'll be okay. I swear this one restocked, and I literally was tempted to buy it just to have the treasure quest card for it and then like try to destash this one. But I was like, Katie, that's a little ridiculous. It's gonna be okay. So I will just have to live with an incomplete collection of cards. All right, let's take a look at this one. So much fun. This one I am gonna be doing soon, like early next year, I think. Maybe February of next year. This will be, oh my gosh, I love it. Love it. Move some of my stuff over here. So don't have enough room to fully unroll. This one is so big. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. They used to give you your thank you with your purchase brochure, a little bit bigger, and then you would get a big sticker with these on the side. I do like that they're in a book form now just because sometimes these peel up, but this has so many colors that I actually got 2, which thrills me when I get 2 big stickers. So that's the other reason they upgraded them. The new ones now fit like 100 colors on them, so they don't have to constantly give you the second sheet because most kits now have a lot of colors. Back then, I think it was rare to find a kit with 84 colors, but now it's becoming more and more common. So I think they just had to find a way to not need to double print so often, but I always love when I get double stickers. So let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 ABs on this. And, oh, okay, they do have fairy dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fairy dust. And a special drill, and that special drill is quad cubes. I'll show you what those mean in just a minute. This many special drills means I'm gonna be on the hunt, but I feel like this kit has a big chunk of color blocking to it. So let's look and see if we can find, oh my gosh, wait, pause and just look at that color palette. It's so pink. It's so fun, so girly, so pinky. Love it. Okay. Let's look in now and see if we can find the special drills just in from the bag here. So there's a green AB right here. Then a white AB right here. And then there was also supposed to be a pinkish red, like a darkish pink and a purplish, bluish color. Let's see. There is the blue, the bluish, purplish right there. It's kind of hard to see. Right there. And then let's see if we can see the dark pink. Hang on. Oh, there's quite a few of that white. So we're gonna find the white. So 1, 2, 3 of that white. So we're gonna find white a lot in this kit. There's the special drill, the quad cube. That's gonna take up 4, the equivalent of 4 little drills. That'll take up the space of 4. Those are gonna be fun. I can't wait to figure out where those are placed. I'm not seeing the pink AB. I'm sure I will. Let's go into the finding the fairy dust, and if we come back to it, we can come back to it. The fairy dust are, now fairy dust drills are like a fine glitter coating on top instead of the coarser glitter. They're a little more subtle, but a lot easier to place, and I am in love with fairy dust. They're my favorite drill. So a pink, a red, a green, a purple, a white, a whitish color. So I'm not gonna be able to find them all. We'll see how we can do here. There's the pink right there. And there you can see the blue a little bit better. Right above my finger here. That was that AB I was trying to show you earlier. Where else? Here we go. Oh, there's the pink AB I couldn't find. I knew I'd find it if I stopped looking. There he is. So we found all the ABs. There's the white fairy dust. See, okay, so I'm gonna try to show you the difference. White AB, a little easier to see. White fairy dust. Finer glitter, just like a brush of glitter on top. If you ever see my post reviews, I did post a review of Mermaid Bedroom, And I like pour the special drills into my hand, and I feel like that's a picture where you can really see how fine the glitter looks on those fairy dust drills. So if you want to check that video out, it'd be a good look for it. I'm holding it up to my face. I know you can't see it right now, but if you want me to find these fairies, it's gonna take me a second. There's a second bag of the white, yeah, so there's 2 bags of the white fairy dust here. So we'll find a ton of white in this. Fairy dust do make it a little harder to see it in the bag though, because they are a little more subtle. So that might be all the fairy dust I see off the bat. I'm sure there's unboxing videos of this canvas circulating the internet. This one's another one that's been out for a while, long enough for me to get the older version of the box. So it's been out for a while if you want to try to check one of those out, where they probably pull all the drills out. That just means the rest of the fairy dust drills probably are not very many of them. So, because I think the blue is in there somewhere. There's a ton of small amounts of drills in here, and I bet you that's where the rest of the fairy dust are. So we might come back to it. We'll see. Right now I'm going to flip this over. I don't want my whole video to just be me standing there searching though, especially when you can't really see them through that bag. And most people probably don't care that much anyway, so. I like this one almost, I dare say I like this one better than Cupcake Bakery. It's higher on my wanting to do list, I will say that. I almost did this one last February, like this year in February, but I ended up doing Cozy Cabin instead. This one has a fair amount of color blocking on it. So first, I'm going to post the picture of the whole thing in view right here. And then next, we're going to go through and look at the specials. But real quick, what I mean by color blocking is there are chunks on this canvas all in one color. Like right here, see this whole line here is all the same color. So you'll have that color in your tray more often if you multi-place. You'll be able to knock it out really quickly. Even if you single place like I usually do, you can knock it out pretty quickly. And confetti is an example. Here's an example of confetti right here on the cake. Look at all those different symbols in the frosting. That's called confetti, where you're going to be changing out the color in your tray quite often and using a lot of colors to make the picture. I like confetti heavy kits just because they have so much detail to them. Color blocking does, however, go faster and makes you feel like you're really accomplished when you get a good chunk of the kit done. So it's just preference. I do think the sweet spot for me and for a lot of people is having a painting that has a good mix of both, so that you get all those details but also don't get stuck doing the kit forever. Cupcake Bakery looked like a kit where it was confetti, like you're gonna just confetti. And that is the one thing my mom said about working on it. She said, I feel like it's taking me forever. Now she is a person who loves to do round, smaller kits, so maybe that's also part of it, but I think the high amount of confetti in that kit contributes to that. All right, let's take a look and see if we can find any specials. This one does have a perforated cover, and the other one did as well. Perforated cover just means that there are perforated lines in the canvas where you can rip them and bend a section of the cover back so that you can diamond paint it. I love the perforated cover, and I get spoiled by them. This is where the quad cube's gonna go, in this jug right here. So that big piece will be in there, add a little extra something to it. Let's see if we can find the rest of the specials now. I see some purple AB in this jar of jelly. So that's probably the only place I'm gonna find it, and probably why it was so hard to find in the drill pack, because there's not gonna be a ton of it. So that is purple AB. Okay, we're looking through numbers 1 through 4 are AB. And then fairy dust are gonna be a lot harder for me to find, so bear with me here, guys, okay? Let's see. Okay, this symbol here that's like a crooked cross is in the frosting of this right here. This is pink fairy dust. And I want to make sure I don't miss too much, but we can always come back if we need to. This background color is not a special drill at all, but it is just like a very light pink. It looks white in the camera, but it is actually very light pink. 4 right here. This is all white AB. The white fairy dust is this color right here, and I messed up. It's right here in the milk and in the spatula as well, and right here. So there's a ton of specials right there. Okay, so AB up in here. There's another lone quad cube up here, really cute. Fairy dust here, AB here, and then all of these candies have a lot of green. The green AB is that one there. Let's see what else. Fairy dust and white AB. I think you're gonna get a ton of white specials in this. So none of this is special. Let's go this way. Fairy dust here. And white AB in the jug here. Fairy dust here. We'll go this way. The window and the wall on this are a little intimidating, I feel like. That big window back there is such a light color it's going to be color blocked, and it's all AB. So all of this is white AB, hence why they needed 3 big packs of it. All around her is all white AB. So there's primarily your white AB. Your white fairy dust is in her apron right here. All of this dot color is all white fairy dust. Kind of going out of order here, but I noticed it and I wanted to point it out. I don't see any pink or anything sparkly in this cake. The strawberry is AB. Yeah, the little portions are red here. That's all in the strawberries. That's all red AB. Let's go up to her jewelry. Not seeing much in there. Little dot of frosting above her nose is white fairy dust. White fairy dust in her cap sleeves here, and her around her brooch here. And then I thought that would be specials, but it's not. But that's okay. There is a little bit of, it's like an orangey red fairy dust in her earrings here. That one had to be like minuscule. That's probably why I didn't see much of that. There's a little bit more of it on the right side of the kit, but that's about it on that. None in her bow. And then this is all fairy dust right here. Okay, next section. All of this, like I said, is AB, and all of this up here is fairy dust. Most of the specials, I feel like it's like this half is color blocking, this half is confetti. So depending on what you prefer, if you like, for me, I would do all the color blocking. I would probably go left to right on this kit and get all that done, and then save this part down here, all the details and fun confetti, for last, because I like the confetti and the details the most, and I am a save it for last kind of diamond painter. So that's probably how I would approach this canvas. It's like a very stark difference of like color block up there. Down here's where it gets more detail-y. There is pink fairy dust in these cupcakes here, that crooked cross again. I'm trying to find the other 2 colors. There's a green and a dark purple fairy dust, and I have not seen either of those. So, oh, there's a little bit of the purple in this chocolate, or in this frosting. It's a capital G here and here. And more fairy dust. Like I said, that fairy dust is just going to be everywhere in the kit. We're just going to go ahead and finish off this side here. Fairy dust here, a little bit of white AB here. All of this right here and in this cake is white fairy dust. And a couple specks of AB in this bowl here. This is fairy dust, like I just said. There's the rest of that orangey fairy dust that it looks like a Tetris piece. It pulled very red in my sticker sheet, number 80 right there, but on the canvas it's definitely orange. So maybe that's why I couldn't find it in the drills. It's definitely orange, not red. I was looking for the wrong thing. And I still don't see it, even looking for the right thing. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Most of them are upside down, so it's hard to see, but that is the orange fairy dust. All right, we found one of them in the pack. That's good. All right, so it's orange fairy dust all throughout there. And then the missing green AB and fairy dust, which I haven't found this whole time, is all in this. The leaves, the number 1 is all AB, and then this looks like a sunset or sunrise. That is all fairy dust. So this whole plant is special drills, which is really, really cool. Little more fairy dust sprinkled throughout here, and that is pretty much the gist of the special drills in this kit. Okay, one more look at it. This one, I am in love with this kit. I think it would be so fun to do. My hope is to get this one done in February, just because, oh, last thing I'm going to mention is fairy dust in her hair. The crooked cross that I was talking about is in her, all in these little stripes in her hair, the highlights. So I was wondering, I was like, how does she not have any in her hair? It does have a little bit. So yeah, I was hoping to get this one done in February, and I didn't this year. So that's my goal for next year, is to get this one done like before spring, but still kind of after all my winter kits get done. So stay tuned for that one in the future. I'm gonna get this one packed up, and we have another bakery theme kit coming right up. And our last Diamond Art Club kit for today, because the next one's an Oraloa, is the Witch's Bakery by Miss Holly. I was unable to get this one the first time it released, but I was able to snag it at restock, which I was really thrilled about. I got a bronze treasure quest card with this one. This is back when, now I know how common bronzes are. So this is another really big kit. I guess I also should be calling this title like giant bakery ones, because it seems like if you want the details of the bakery, it's gonna have to be a big kit. This is 39 inches by 27.6 inches, 98.8 centimeters by 69.9 centimeters. Another square kit. They're all squares today, I think. And yeah, let's get on into it, because this is gonna be another one where I struggle. This, fun fact, is the first, I'm pretty sure, I could be lying to you, this might be a bad fun fact, but I'm pretty sure this is the first kit Diamond Art Club released with a frosted diamond in it, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the toolkit. I'm not going to get into this because you have seen it in the first kit I unboxed today, so if you missed it, you can rewind. Yeah, once they take the washi and cover binder out, all the kits are the same. So I'm kind of like, yeah, we've been there, we've seen it. And then now the color stories are separate. So before I open it, we're going to take a peek at the color story here. 86 colors, 2 ABs of frosted, and 5 fairy dust. Now I'm going to struggle to find those fairy dust. You guys are going to just love me through it and see what we can do. ABs are so easy, especially when they're 1 through 4. I get spoiled by that, but the fairy dust, we'll definitely find the frosted. I know that because I'm excited to see it in person. And then see, like, now they're not listed here. It starts at 150. ABs are listed specially down here. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if like the number, so like the number 131 would be, I'm just guessing, I'm making something up. Let's say the number 131 was like a lime green AB. Now I think it would be whatever color it actually is in the DMC color code with just AB in front of it. So this is like AB 3755. So my guess, yeah, see, there is also a 3755. So this color, 3755, and this color, AB 3755, I'm assuming the exact same color, except this one has the special coating on it and this one doesn't, which I find really interesting that they took a color that's already in the kit and turned it into an AB. And I wonder how many times they did that before, but just named it 132 or 112 or something, because the DMC color code starts at 150. So I'm not sure. If anybody knows anything about that, let me know. I don't know how they chart specials, but I do know they always do an amazing job, and I think it's a really cool addition to kits. And I'm glad that they have their regular colors and they're labeled AB now. Also 5200, I'm pretty sure that's white, so that'll be an easy one to find as well. All right, enough looking at the sheet. Let's look at the actual canvas, huh? This one's still sealed. I've never opened this guy. Big surprise. Now I just open them, pull out the treasure quest card, and put them back in their box. Okay. I think this is the biggest one we've opened today. They're getting bigger and bigger every time I open a kit. You guys, that is so pretty. I think the reason I didn't pick this one up when it first came out is literally because I have so many bakery kits, but I am such a sucker for them. I can't help it. Look at that color palette. And this one is so different than the other ones. The other ones are so pink, and this one is just a more fallish vibe, a more deeper, richer tones. I love this one. Okay, I love them all. I don't know why I feel the need to tell you that every time, but I think this is beautiful. Let's look in the bag here real fast and see what we would need. There's the white AB. Where's the other AB? I really want to see it because I want to see what color it looks similar to. There it is, right here. It's hiding. It's hard to see. There's not a ton of it. You see it in there? My guess is it's like this color almost. Oh, I hate that I can't see it, but I'm not opening it. Sorry, guys. Okay, those are the two ABs, and then fairy dust would be pink, yellow, orange, purple, and green. Green is here, right there. Do you see it? Right here. And let's see. Guys, it gets harder and harder the more kits I get into, I swear. Oh, that's a deep pink. Is that real? Am I making this up? Nope, I lied. That's a regular color. It's a hard job, guys. Let's see. My guess is there's not going to be a ton. Oh, where's the frosted? I'm getting a little discombobulated. Where's the frosted? The frosted is labeled M666. Okay, I've seen a couple frosted drills since they released, but I've only ever seen yellow for like lamp glow, I think. The fact that this is 666 is like cherry red. I know that from Mickey's pants. Thank you very much. True pals. I charted a fairy dust in his pants as 666. So this is a frosted. Where is it? I want to see it. I think it's buried. You know what? I might have to open it just to look at that frosted. I'm gonna really not like future Katie for opening these drills. Okay. I thought I'd seen it. Don't dig until you really see it. No, I don't think that's it. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm going to find it and come right back. You guys, the amount of time I spent looking for this is actually a little embarrassing. But I did find it. There's the frosted. Now, it looks matte. That's what is the frosted aspect of it. It looks matte. So it's going to like be used in like glass, I would say. It doesn't have as many facets either. It's really smooth on top. Okay, I worked really hard to find that to you and show it to you. I found a few more other specials in here while I was looking as well. Let's see if I can show you. Orangey yellowy one in there. There's that AB, that blue AB in there. Anyways, I found it. I'm proud of myself, and now we can move on. By the way, Diamonds and Washi is the channel that unboxed this originally. If you want to see a pro look through all those specs. All right, the first thing I want to do is see where the frosted drill is. And that is a capital E, and it is red, and it's going to be in all of these jars. So it's in this jar here, capital E, this jar here, a couple in this one, and then it's over here in this jar as well. So I think they did that to make those jars look like glass, and I think that's a really cool effect and a really cool drill. So that is the red frosted. Okay, other than that, I'm going to do the best I can to kind of get through this, but I'm not sure if I will find them all. I do know there's white fairy dust in here and yellow fairy dust in the light up there. There is pink fairy dust in this flower here. And hints of green in the leaves. That's also a fairy dust. This white with the black dot, that is the white AB. So you'll see pops of that throughout here. This is a tan fairy dust in this piece of bread right here, or like a brown. It's also down here. I call it the sewing needle symbol. And then let's see here. Here's some more AB right there. And let's keep going this way. I'm gonna probably get you down this right here. Okay. This is fairy dust in the pie here, the purple. Brown in these breads here and here. And let's keep going. The white labels of those jars up top are ABs, the white AB there. And let's think. Not seeing much else until you get down here. A little more white AB in these labels here. I'm trying to see if her dress has any green in it. I'm not thinking that it does. But let's think here. There is some yellow in the tops of these buns here though. And over here as well. A little bit of yellow, and over on these ones over here. Let's think. Keep searching. Little bit of pink fairy dust in her hat. And then more purple fairy dust in this jar up here. There is green fairy dust in these leaves over on the side. I am sure I'm missing some, guys, but it's just, this one is just so big and there's so many specials that it just gets a little bit muddled. You kind of got to trust that they chart the specials in the best way where you could get a lot of them sprinkled throughout. There was quite a few, like the purple, the orange, I keep saying it's orange, but that's that brown that was in the bread. So it's not an orange, it's a brown, but the yellow, the purple, and the pink and green here, they're just very subtle pops of them throughout the details on here. And I do think it looks really nice when you just have them sprinkled kind of throughout, but that does make it a little bit harder to find them when you're doing an unboxing. So I think a lot of them, you're gonna find them in the breads and the treats primarily. I'm surprised there's not more on her, but I could just be missing them. So that is a look at Witch's Bakery. I'm gonna box this one up, and then we have one more left to look at. All right, last but not least, we have Bakery. We're just ending it with one called Bakery. And this is an Oraloa piece by Maria Chetkareva. I couldn't resist with this one either. It's very similar to Little Baker, but it has its own, you know, each artist does their own thing and has their own unique art style. So while it does have a similar color palette and like obviously the Bakery, it's still just its own unique piece, and I think it's beautiful, and I really wanted to have it in my collection. So Oraloa kits are done a little bit differently than I'm Art Club kits. Every company does their own thing. This one has the picture on the side and a picture on the top with the information. This is a 61 by 84.7 centimeter kit, which is 24 inches by 33.35 inches. Also in square. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones Oraloa offers in squares or rounds, but I at least know they have it in squares because I have it. Some of their kits they do let you choose. Their toolkit's a little bit different. We'll go over this just real quick here. They also give you tweezers in their square kits, and bless them for still doing so because I love a good tweezer. I do like that Oraloa's tweezers are all different colors too, so you never know what color you're gonna get. I think that's a fun touch that they do to their canvases. You get a regular pen. They add a multi-placer. That's a huge multi-placer. I don't even know how many that is. You can tell I don't multi-place much. You get a Oraloa themed washi tape, which I think is an extra fun touch. A squishy, mine's purple, a tray. And then they have blue wax. Their wax works really good. I like it for using on specials. I like that they come with a wax case. And I like that their case for their wax screws on, because I feel like the heart one that Diamond Art Club used to give you pops off all the time and I lose it. So I like that. And then they give you a sticker. And then I'm not really sure what exactly this is. It's cardboard feeling. Kind of cute though, just a cute picture. And then also I'm not sure what this is for. I thought at one point like a cover minder. It doesn't have a magnet. It's thick enough. I don't know if they mean to use it to hold your cover down. I've never really used it. It's cute though, and you get a different color or different pattern or different art on each one of them that you get. So that's kind of fun too. Just fun little extras. I love when companies put extras in their kits because I love a good extra, especially when it's a sticker. All right, let's get this put aside and get into the kit. This one is going to be the smallest one of the day, so kind of excited to not desperately search for specials on this one, hopefully. All right. Okay. Here we go. Definitely gonna have to fold this one backwards. All right, there's their thank you. And then theirs is done on like a holographic sticker sheet, which I think is kind of cute. And it has 80 colors. This is a really high color kit also. There's the colors spread for you. They give you a sticker. These are individually cut, but the rest of the stuff on the sticker sheet's not individually cut. So you'd either have to cut it out or put it all down as one. Okay, and I'm not sure 100% how they chart their specials. Well, I know how they chart them. They have 3 ABs here, light pink, dark pink, and green. And then they have something called ND. That, I think, is their version of fairy dust. On the website, it's just listed as special diamonds. So I'm not sure what ND stands for, but I think it's their version of fairy dust. They have a red, a pink, a blue, and a white. Okay, let's take a look at the drills. They have it in 2 different packs. Theirs aren't vacuum sealed like Diamond Art Club. Theirs are in zippered bags. Doesn't really bother me. I've had one of their kits be like super high static when I was kitting up, but I don't think that had anything to do with the bags. I think you just sometimes get high staticky drills. I'll have to report back next time I kit one up. The last one I kitted up, it wasn't too staticky, so I think it's just hit or miss. I don't see any specials in this one, but it is a beautiful color palette. Take a quick look at that. And then here, I think they chunk all their specials together, which bless them for that. There's your pink AB and your green AB. And then here is your collection of their version of fairy dust. I'm not sure. I wish I knew what ND stood for, but it just says special drills. It's like a peachy pink, a purpley, a light pink, and a dark pink. Love that it's all grouped together for me, and extra fun color palette there too. Set these aside. They use poured glue as well, so I can fold this backwards for you guys. And if anything, I'm going to need some kind of baked good after this. I need a cookie or some bread or something after looking at all of these baked treats. This is so cute. Another really pinky one. I love it though. I think it's so fun. I like that this one goes vertical since the other one is landscape, right? So this is more portrait, like vertical instead of horizontal. All right, we will do one last special drill check on this one. First, I'm going to pop a picture up of the whole thing in screen. This one fits a little bit better in screen, but still I'm going to have that picture up for you guys. And then let's start looking for specials. Music note, infinity, star. Just looking over the special symbols so I can find them better for you guys. Okay. All right, pinks are in this cup, in the cupcakes. My guess is it's going to be similar as every other bakery one that I have done today, which is lots of special drills in the treats themselves. So we're gonna start at the bottom. Lots of pinks in here. I'm seeing, let's see here. Some pinks over here as well. That looks like the pink AB. And then the fairy dust is the pink music note that goes all around it. So they have a mix of AB and fairy dust in here. Pink AB in here and fairy dust. Let's see here. There's 2 pinks. Actually, there's like 4 pinks. It's just a lot of pink. So let's look real fast again. Darkish pink fairy dust, lightish pink fairy dust, pink AB, light pink AB. That's more peachy toned, I would say. But they're all kind of incorporated together in the pinks of the baked goods. So you're gonna see a lot of those symbols. Here's another pink symbol here. Where the white fairy dust, I hate saying fairy dust, but it's their equivalent of it is in this cake here, in her hand, in the tops of these frosted cupcakes here in this cake. More pink special drills here. You're gonna see your green fairy dust. I think is it in this plant? No, I don't see it in this plant. It's not there yet. We'll find it eventually. Lots of pinks in her apron here on the side. Lots of pinks in the strands of her hair. This music note goes all throughout her hair. There's some in these, I don't know, cherries at the top of this cake here. Her treats are super cute though. Look at that. She's got some cookies down here, some cupcakes. Really, really fun. I like how everybody kind of has their own style with, like, you take something kind of generic like baking, but like all of these pieces are different in their own way and so much fun. I think they're all going to be so fun to work on. White fairy dust goes up throughout her apron, but this here is just regular white. The background, all of this dash background and the windows and stuff, that's just a regular white. Now the star, I haven't seen that star symbol yet, which is that purplish fairy dust color. I was looking for it in the mixer, but I don't see it in the mixer, and I don't see it anywhere where I might have missed it. Where is it? Because it's a decent sized bag of it. Let's see if I can find it real fast. Let's keep looking and we'll see. Yeah, as we get up further where it's more color blocking, I'm seeing less of the special drills. I do see her hair was really blinged out with a lot of specials. And then let's take a look here. Let's see if I can mend this back one more time. If you guys have stuck through this video with me the whole time, you're the best. And I appreciate you because I know this is one of my longer videos. Fairy dust in the sign here, and all of this is special pink. That's really cute. Let's see here. And then where's that green? Here it is. It is in the leaves up here. So that is green fairy dust. Nope, green AB. That one's an AB. That'll be fun to see. I am not seeing that star though. Right here, it's like purple. It's a star with a circle around it. I'm not seeing it in the canvas, so I'm going to give it one more look over and see if I can find that special drill anywhere before we wrap up. Yeah, I thought I would see it at least in her eyes or something. I don't see it though. I think I'm on canvas 4 though. So you never know how crazy. There's a little bit right here in this handle of like this lid. That is really all I've seen on the whole kit, and I'm really surprised about that. No, okay, here's a little bit in her headband. You do see it on top of this one that looks like a basket. It is hiding in there. It's a little bit hard to see, but you do see it in her headband. and I am seeing it in her collar a little bit, in her sleeves. Okay, I'm finding it now. There it is. There it is here too. It's in the back of her dress. I'm assuming that's a dress. So there we go. I found it. Okay, one more quick look at this one. We'll start at the bottom and just kind of pull it down as we go. I think this one's really special, and I'm excited to have it in my stash. I'm excited for all of these kits. They make me hungry, but they also make me happy. So let me know down in the comments below, guys, which one was your favorite kit that I unboxed today, and let me know what theme you think I should try to unbox next. I have plenty of other food ones in my stash. I could do a part 2 of less bakery and more just like food items, or if you have any other themes that you think you might know about or have an idea for, let me know. I love doing these unboxings because it's a fun way to kind of re-motivate me to see what's in my stash and be excited about some of the kits I might have kind of forgotten about. I've had a couple of these for almost a year or over a year, and it's fun to remind myself, oh, hey, you know, you really should work on this kit, or oh, don't forget that you have these ones. So I think it's a fun series to kind of go through and see what I've got. And I hope you guys are enjoying watching along with me and seeing what's in my stash. If you like this video and want to give it a thumbs up, I'd love for you to do that. And if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me, feel free to subscribe and be a part of my little corner of the internet. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.